अच्छे हैं, बंदे अच्छे हैं, बंदे अच्छे हैं।
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Life Influencers Bande Achhe Hai Season 5. I'm your host, Nisha Shetty, and I'm super excited to kickstart another episode filled with inspiring stories. Today, we have got someone truly special for you, a financial wizard with a journey spanning over 2 decades. Hailing from Delhi and currently rocking the financial world in Baroda, Gujarat, our influencer today is not just a financial advisor, but a maestro of wealth creation. A 2 times TOT achiever, 4 times COT, 6 times Star Club, and 6 times lifetime MDRT achiever, our guest today is not just a master at work, but also from traveling to gardening to social work, this all rounder does it all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute privilege to welcome today's life influencer, our titanium eternal advisor, Mr. Aman Katyal.
Thank you very much. Namaste, Hare Krishna. Thanks for such a warm welcome.
Namaste, Mr. Katyal. Hare Krishna, and a very warm welcome to you. We are absolutely delighted to have you here with us. So, before we dive into your financial journey, how about talking with us about your Delhi days? Please do share some anecdotes of your family, your childhood memories. वो यादगार पल जो आज भी आपके चेहरे पर एक मुस्कुराहट लाते हैं.
Thanks. Sounds really interesting. So I was basically born in Delhi. My father had a transferable government job in Dehradun. My mother was a teacher with a school over there in Dehradun. So the best of these the hospitals that time were in Delhi. I was born in Delhi. Then eventually I started my schooling from Dehradun. Then we moved to Assam, Sibsagar, and finally back to Baroda and settled out here. Since my father had a transferable job, so I could see all the cultures, mostly of India, a cosmopolitan crowd, a cosmo society, and that was a wonderful experience. So
And
basically, regarding Dehradun, I remember the pastries that I used to have in my childhood, the tea bagans I visited in Assam, and Baroda is known for all its activities from Dhokla to Khaman to the Garba out here. This is a fantastic city, and I think anybody who comes to Gujarat should stay here for at least 10 days of Navratri, and sometimes should spend out here in and around Baroda.
absolutely, and especially with the Navratri approaching, definitely Baroda is a place to look out for when it comes to Garba and Navratri. And so it is so good to know that you have lived in different places across the country, and especially the fact that you lived in the most beautiful touristy locations.
Correct.
And indeed, childhood tales are definitely the best. Now, let's move forward and talk about your parents. And please share with us a memorable moment from your growing up years.
So there are a lot of memories with my parents. My father and mother, they were both were very really hard working since we belong to a middle class family. So all the value system that they have built in me, there are a lot of memories that they have taught us, and in the form of how we should live and how we should respect the society. What society has given to us, we should give it back to it. And there has been good time spent in Assam, in Dehradun, and in Baroda, and we have been traveling with parents to a lot of places in south. We explored most of the places out here in India with parents. There are a lot of memories with them.
Indeed, like you said, family values are truly gold. They are the values that we take with us throughout our life. So please do share with us some life lessons that you picked up from your parents. And Mr. Katyal, please do tell us, how did these values help you in your financial journey?
Exactly. So there are a lot of value system that I have built in because of my parents. The foremost would be the trust, the when being true to yourself and to your clients. So
Mhm.
that trust I have inbuilt in me, and that has created a lot of good clientele that have the value system that I've inculcated in me because of my parents. Because my father always taught me one thing: will be two ways in your goal. One would be the short one, and one would be the longer one. The longer one will have its existence permanently, and the shorter one will have an existence temporary. And you should always choose something which is really hard and which stays for you over a longer period. So basically, being hardworking and being true to yourself and true to the society and the clientele, that has inculcated the values out here.
That is such an important lesson, Mr. Katyal, that your father taught you, especially in this fast paced world where everyone wants fast growth, quick money, and quick success. Like your father said, it is very important for us to focus on sustainable growth, and especially when it comes to the world of finance. And clearly, your sustainable growth has brought you here today, and we are glad to listen to your insights and the learnings that you've got from your parents. Now, moving forward, since we spoke about your family and your childhood, it is now time to get to know a little more about your better half. So, please tell us, when did you first meet Mrs. Katyal, and what is your most memorable moment with her?
So this happens, I think, in 1994 when we got transferred from Assam. Since my father had a transferable job, we came to Baroda. And the only family we knew were my wife's parents, and we were good family friends. So
Uh-huh.
when we came out here, we used to chill out. We used to go out for some or the other kind of outings together in two cars or one car, and this is how we have been enjoying our journey out there. But someday there was a proposal from her side to my parent, and I was really, both of us were really shocked because we never saw each other in that form. And since everybody thinks it's a love marriage, it's actually an arranged marriage between us, and we really cherish the relationship. We have been together, I think, from childhood.
Like they say, pyar dosti hai, and clearly in your case, you all were good friends, and your parents saw the beautiful love and the companionship that can happen between the two of you all. And so good to know that even after almost, I think, 29 years of marriage, even now when you're talking about Mrs. Katyal, you have that very beautiful smile on your face, and we definitely cannot wait to meet her in a while. But before that, please also tell us, what is that one thing you definitely shared with us, that when you started hanging out with her, it was about car drives and all, long drives. So, what is it one thing that today also you love to do together as a couple?
So it's like driving. Obviously, I do get time in the night, so we do go for a long drive. We go to some dhabas out here and explore things. We go to places in and around Baroda where whenever we get time to drive down together. So one of the best things we love to do is driving together and watching movies, going to some theaters out here, and exploring new places in and around Baroda so that we can spare some time over there.
That is beautiful. Good to know that you spend so much quality time with Mrs. Katyal. And now, since we spoke about your partner, it is now time to talk about your lovely daughter. I strongly believe, since I'm also the only child, that a father is closest to his daughter. So please describe your relationship with your daughter in 3 words. And also, again, what is your favorite memory with her?
I think she's passionate about all the things, and we love each other's company. And she is really a sportive person, adorable daughter. And since we're the only child, she has been she's growing up with very good uh, memories, and we spend a lot of time together. So most of the places we go abroad, she is always accompanying, and she always ensures that she's with us. And I think the one of the best memories was the last trip which we did in Turkey. So we went to Antalya. There was the world's longest and Europe's highest zip line. So that memory I can really cherish throughout my life because it was a very riskier thing, and she insisted me to come along. And once I reached the top of the place where the zip line would start, I thought it's better to go through a zip than again to travel down to 3 hours.
Let's dive into our next segment, which is Pursuit of Happiness. Let's now talk about your journey in iPru. How did you first step into the world of a life insurance?
Very good question. I think the most important part that everybody forgets is the life insurance. I think in India, the scenario is totally different. Here, insurance is not being taken care as a very serious, on a serious, very serious note. So it's really a push product wherein we need to ensure that our clients' lives are insured, their families are secured. So it happened when already have a work ex of close to 20 years into the industry, but eventually in 2016 December, I decided to quit my job and start my own business. So one person which I met from ICICI Prudential, he wanted me to pursue this career. I thought, let's try it out. I was not pretty sure whether I will be in a good position, whether I will be one of the best advisors to sell insurance. But I did really good. I took my code in March 2017, and just in 15 days, I did a business of around 68 lakhs. That
Wow.
was a really big achievement.
So, since you mentioned that you, of course, quit your job to get into this, maybe at that point of time, for the lack of words, unconventional business at that point of time. So, what is one thing that pushed you to get into the world of life insurance at that point of time? What got you into it?
So basically, I've worked as of into wealth management since I've been doing it for 20 years. So life insurance plays an important role. Once you are sitting with a family, you're ensuring that the family is also secured. There are a lot of other products which we normally have, like the mutual fund investments, the PMS, direct equity, and traditional investments. But insurance plays an important role because it takes care of the family in terms of uncertainty.
Hmm.
So it has to be a whole package. And since I have a family finance office, we do take care of all the needs, all the financial instrument needs of our clientele, and we ensure that everything is secure.
It is great to know that you technically provide a one-stop destination for all financial needs for all your clients. And on that note, clearly, Mr. Katyal, we know that you're wonderful with numbers. But beyond numbers, we hear you do social work. Can you please share with us how did this journey of doing social work begin?
So it started during my college days. I was a member of Rotary Club of Baroda Downtown. And that time, the government and Amitabh Bachchan came out with a Pulse Polio initiative. So
Yes.
we started the Pulse Polio going through all the areas, all the suburbs out here in and around Baroda. And we did initiate a lot of other activities of fundraising for the social causes.
Hmm.
Then eventually, I also was a member of ISEC. ISEC stands for International Association of Students in Economics and Management, wherein I got a good exposure, meeting top notch of the industry and doing some of the other social activity with them. We used to exchange students from abroad to India and from India to abroad, wherein they used to get themselves engaged into non-governmental organizations. So that is where I got inclined towards doing social service. And since I told you earlier, my parents always inculcated in me that whatever society has given to you, it should go back in some or the other form. So I think the best what we could do is uh, do some kind of social activity for the people out here, for the underprivileged, for some or the other people who needs our help. Like just 2 days back, we did a mammography camp for women out here for cancer. So we did a
Wow.
camp with Rotary Club out here, since I'm a member of Rotary Club also.
Mr. Katyal, that is truly inspiring, truly, truly inspiring. And we clearly know you love traveling. Traveling definitely adds a whole new perspective to life. So please share with us one of your favorite travel memories.
I think I've got a lot of travel memories from Kashmir. I've explored Gulmarg, Pahalgam. I think those are the beautiful places we have out here in India that's really unexplored by a lot of people from India itself, because a lot of people go abroad, just discouraging the beauty we have out here in India. We have Kerala is one of the beautiful, it's known as God's own country. I think the best of my times I've spent is either in Kerala or in Kashmir, and some places in Rajasthan, and some places in Northeast. So I think I've really traveled a lot of places in India, and I've also traveled abroad, exploring the good countries like Australia, Austria, Switzerland, New Zealand, Turkey, USA. So these are the places which have been explored. But I think everywhere we go, we have some or the other sweet memories with the family and with friends.
So, sir, in your career, please tell us what's that one standout moment during your time with ICICI Prudential that you will always cherish?
So there are some memories with ICICI Prudential, like the events we do abroad. Since we have got clients all over the world. So there had been an incident where one of my client family had a claim, and when we paid the family good a handsome amount within a speculated time of around 24 hours to 36 hours, the family was really astonished to see the claim being settled in such a early period, and that was one of the good memories we have. The clients were really the client's family was really secured, and they got the claim in a very good time. Though we lost the client, but still the family was secured, and that is one of the things which for which the insurance normally a person takes.
Absolutely. And it's so good to know that yes, there was a loss in the family, but at the same time, you all were on your toes to make sure that the family is insured for the rest of their life. And that is what everyone does in the world of life insurance. And kudos to you and all the other life influencers that are associated with ICICI Prudential Life Insurance for doing the wonderful job that you'll always do. On that note, let's move on to our next segment, which is My Pillars of Strength. So, behind every successful human, definitely there is a supporting family. I'm sure your family has also sacrificed a lot in this journey for you to reach the top. Please share with us some insights about your family support.
So basically, the two pillars I have is my daughter and my wife. They're always pushing me from behind to do much better on a daily note. So they basically ensure whatever I'm doing, they keep a track of it, and they always make me feel proud, uh, so that I achieve all what I have dreamt about.
That is beautiful. And especially when you have deaf people have a supporting wife. And it is good to know that your daughter is also equally involved in your business. She keeps motivating you to do better every single day. On that note, since now you have your wife and your daughter, please tell us who that one person that you go to and share all your problems with.
So there is basically one Guruji I have, and sometimes if there are any issues, I do share it with them. And second would be my wife, who is a really the best friend I have as a companion to understand me, and she understands me very well. She gives me good ideas. She resolves the issues if anything is there. She guides me, and she has been doing it since 2005.
Yes. And on that note, good to know that your family support is so strong and they are your backbone. But with that, let's now move towards another interesting segment, which is life goals and aspirations. Mr. Katyal, you are fond of cricket. Please tell us about your Star Club 2019 experience, especially the entire MCG moment and your meeting with Aussie's world famous Adam Gilchrist.
That is a wonderful experience. I think that memory nobody would ever forget. I mean, you and some of your friends at the MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground, singing the Indian national anthem. I mean, yeah, that is a fantastic experience we had over there. And meeting Adam Gilchrist was one of the best things we did, and it was really a good experience. Listening to him, listening to his choices about Indian food, about the Indian places he visited, and I really cherish that moment. And it was one of the best experience that we had, me, my wife, and my daughter, with the Indian flag at Melbourne Cricket Ground and the Indian national anthem being sung in the background. That was mind blowing.
I think iPro manages to create some memories which stay etched in your heart forever. Like you said, even while listening to your story, you narrating the memory of the national anthem being played at the MCG with the Indian flag waving. It is a goosebump moment, and we are
It
so
is
glad that
really.
Yeah.
Still,
So
I'm getting a goosebump at this moment while speaking to
so
you.
when you were sharing it with me, I obviously I wasn't there with you, but I could visualize all three of you all standing, looking outside at the MCG with the flag waving, with the national anthem being played, and it is such a proud moment, like you said. Of course, you've met the cricket legend, but you've also been awarded by Mr. India, none other than Anil Kapoor. Also, share something about that experience with us.
That is also a wonderful experience. I think it was really a proud moment for me to be among top 15 advisors pan India, and I was awarded by Mr. Anil Kapoor himself, and that event was hosted by Mandira Bedi, and that was an awesome experience at the Taj Hotel in Mumbai, just opposite to the Gateway. Uh, and I think the best achievement that I would have would be being awarded by none other than the Jackass hero of India. So I don't know whether I should say it right now. Otherwise, I think he would charge me something for it.
But sir, you've done so much work, such great, incredible work that you truly deserved it. Which is why you are among the top 15 advisors in the country, and you truly, truly deserve every bit of adulation that was showered on you that day. Congratulations on
Thank you
that
very much.
achievement. Now, let's now dive back to the year 2008. You scored big with a 10 crore IPO application. Please give us a little inside scoop on that achievement and what it meant to you.
So it was basically a Mundra IPO, and I got a very good clientele. Since I told you I've been a hardworking person, I'm not scared of meeting anybody. You ask me to meet the Prime Minister, I will definitely try my level best to meet him and convince him about whatever things we do. And it was one of the good experience that I went to a client who wanted to invest into an IPO. I did convince him about making a huge investments of around 10 crores into the Mudra IPO, and eventually it did get successful. And that was a proud moment. I was awarded by the then CEO of the company, calling me from here to Mumbai and giving an award of 2 lakh rupees that time in 2008.
On that note, let's move on to our next question. Whilst your job tenure from 2012 to 2014, you were awarded to a big corporate account. Please spill the beans on the challenges that you faced and how that win shaped your financial career.
So that's a very good memory. I think it's really difficult to get in all the corporate accounts. So I was working with an organization wherein we used to hedge currency and commodities. Basically, it's a government run organization which used to hedge their currency with the banks. And normally banks charge huge premiums. They have huge commissions inbuilt, and the system is so tuned that it's really difficult to get the client on board with the broking houses. But I did manage, and it was a very big account that I could manage, and all my subordinates, all my counterparts in the other part of the country could really cherish. I could manage such a big account with for my company during my tenure.
And definitely, we can see how that would have been such a significant moment in your financial career. Once again, congratulations to the N number of wins that you've had over the past few years.
Thank you very much.
Now we've spoken about your past, we spoke about your present. It is now time to dive into the future, which brings me to the next segment of this chat, which is goals and aspirations. So, in this grand innings of your career, Mr. Katyal, what's the next exciting movement?
So the next exciting movement is to grow the assets that we are managing. Currently, we are managing assets close to 150 crores in all the products we have. I think we would grow to 1,000 crores over a period of a span of next 5, 7, 10 years. This is one of the aspirations I have. And one of the aspirations we have, since insurance is a very low integrated product, the scale is too high to take it to the lot of people out there and securing the families. I think we need to do as advisors. It's our duty to do a good job to the society and take it ahead. Because only 2% of India's population is either secured, or most of the people are under secured or under invested into the Indian equity, which is the most promising country at this stage. And I think this decade is going to be India decade. And the World Bank is saying by 2038, we would be the world's largest economy, going to over more than $10 trillion, which is currently at $3.5 trillion. So with the assets growing, we should also secure our clients through insurance, through life insurance, through Mediclaim. And I think that's the aspiration I have, so that I can have at least 10,000 families over a period of next 5 years that I secure currently, which I have just done it for 450 families. So that's the aspiration basically.
And looking at your career growth, at your rate of growth, I'm 110% sure that's definitely happening in the next coming 5 years. Now, you did share your aspirations, but please also let us know, are there any strategies that always help you, Mr. Katyal, to achieve industry best practices that might help all our viewers who are in the financial industry and who would like to learn this from you? Any strategies that always help you?
Nisha, I think this is one of the best questions you put me across. So the best strategy would be sitting with the family, taking into consideration the current cash flows, the current investment habits, past investments, future requirements, and future goals. So once the clients, the family share these things with us, we come out with a proposal wherein we ensure the client reaches that level over a period of 5, 10, and 15 years. So we have divided this into short term, medium term, and long term goals. So once we sit with the client with a proposal, the client is almost convinced to move ahead, because he sees where he's gonna reach over 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and 15 years. So I think the best practices that we follow is sitting with the client, understanding their needs, understanding what they are looking for in us as an advisor, as a family friend, as a brother, so that we can manage finances in the best possible way and make them financially free, so that they can enjoy the second innings in the best possible way.
That is truly brilliant. And thank you for sharing your perspective and what strategies you apply for the growth that you've achieved till now. So, Mr. Katyal, any other dreams other than professional that are yet to take off?
So it's better, I think, for us to explore the whole world. This is what I feel before anything else. I think we should be in position to have time enough to explore the world and visit places. This is what my aspiration is with regards to other than financial well-being. Though me and my wife, we both are financially retired because of the processes we followed, and this has really helped us. I think this is what.
Absolutely. And with your association with IPRO, of course, you've already seen a lot of the world, and in no time, you're going to see and conquer the rest of the world.
Right.
So, my last question to you is, in this financial world, what matters more to you, quality or quantity of work?
I think quality of work matters me a lot, because once you are doing your job in the best possible way, you get a lot of clients through references. And this is what has been happening with me since last 6 years, since the time I started my own business. So I think quality of work plays an important role, and being true to your clients with the quality gives you an added advantage.
Absolutely. And on that note, Mr. Katyal, now time to welcome your family on screen. So requesting Mrs. Katyal and Nikita to kindly join us for the coming segment. So hello, Mrs. Katyal. Hi, Nikita.
Hi.
Hi, Nisha. How are you?
I'm doing great. Firstly, thank you so very much to both of you for joining us. How are you feeling right now?
We are feeling amazing. And first of all, thank you so much. The introduction you gave about my husband is really stunning, and I'm amazed.
He deserves it all, believe me.
Seriously.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great too. Since we have heard so much about both of you from Mr. Katyal, it is now time to listen to y'all and know a little about Mr. Katyal from y'all. So, Aarti ji, please, if you would like to share a little about your husband with us and maybe his journey with IPRU.
The first and the foremost thing I really like to say about Aman Katyal is he's a trustworthy advisor. He never breaks clients' trust. That's why he has clients not only in India, all over the globe. And he brings a sense of security to our life. His expertise in managing finance, his dedication, his compassion, professionalism, all this strengthens our partnership as well.
That is so beautiful, Mrs. Katyal. And like you said that he's a trustworthy advisor. And it is so
Yeah.
wonderful to literally go back in time of this interview when we started our discussion. Mr. Katyal said trust is one factor that he learned from his parents. And that is one very important quality that he makes sure is present in his line of work. So good to know that you resonate with the same. And now moving to you, Nikita, please tell us a little about your father.
I respect my dad being a financial advisor. He's my role model too. He is known for his remarkable achievements, and I'm proud to call him my dad.
Oh, that is truly beautiful, Nikita. Thank you so much. On that note, Mr. Katyal, your last closing remarks, your final words to everybody who's watching us right now.
So I think India is poised to be the world's largest economy. हम बोल सकते हैं सोने की चिड़िया है फिर से उड़ने की ट्राई कर रही है. So I'm inviting everyone who wants to come and participate in the India growth story to create their own wealth and retire financially well. This is what I say to all the people watching this video through you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Aman Katyal. Thank you so much, Mrs. Katyal. Thank you, Nikita, for joining us here today. Your presence has made this episode even more special for us. Thank you, Mr. Katyal, for sharing such brilliant insights, such valuable insights, and for sharing your amazing life journey with us today. You are a true testament of what it takes to reach the top. And we salute your dedication to the life insurance industry. And we cannot wait to see where your journey takes you next. And on that note, दोस्तों, ये बंदे मस्त है, जबरदस्त है, क्योंकि बंदे अच्छे हैं. With that,
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
thank you. With that, we have reached the end of this episode. This is Nisha Shetty signing off, and we will see you once again in the next episode of Life Influencers. Bande Achhe Hai.